that Pilates V right away. Hi. Okay, so you're just gonna stand. Go ahead and roll out your shoulders. Bring them up, back, and down a few times. Get rid of any tension there in your neck, in your shoulders. Let's reverse the direction. Bring your shoulders up, forward, and then drop them down. Do that a few times. We're gonna roll out that neck next. Drop your shoulders down out of your ears, and then go ahead and bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Drop that chin to that chest, and then draw me a little semicircle. Left ear over to left shoulder, and then reverse that. Back over to the right, and back over to the left. Okay, one more time each side. Let that neck release. And then let's just go ahead and stack your head right on top of your spine. Let's breathe. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Feel like you're growing tall through the crown of your head, reaching tall through your fingertips. Flip your palms, and then exhale, press the air right back down by your sides. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach those arms up. Shoulders stay anchored as you reach up through your fingertips. Start to feel your belly button lifting upwards like it's riding an elevator. Flip your palms, and as you exhale, I want you to really actively press that air right back down. Start to feel your arms and your back waking up here. One more time. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Flip those palms. Exhale, push your arms down like you're pushing through molasses. And then let's add that forward fold. Let's inhale, reach those arms up. Shoulders stay down as the fingertips reach. And then this time as you exhale, you're gonna round your spine, hollow out your abs, pull your belly button into your back. Let your head go heavy to the ground like you've got a weight on your head. Let's stay here for this first one for a couple of breaths. Go ahead and shake out your neck. Shake that head no. Nod that head yes. And then take another big inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to start firing up your legs, pressing into your heels. Keep your arms nice and active, and restack your spine. Come right back up. And then again, flip your palms and actively press that air down by your sides. Feel the sides of your body start to wake up those obliques. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach those arms up, get tall. Exhale, scoop your belly, round your back all the way down to the ground. Take a big inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, activate those legs. Squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your booty, restack your spine, come back up. Flip your palms and press that air all the way back down. One last time. Inhale, reach those arms up. Starting to wake everything up here. Exhale, scoop those abs in, round your back. Get the big stretch in your back and in the back of your legs. Inhale at the bottom, and then exhale, fire up those legs. Squeeze your booty, squeeze those inner thighs. Come back up, flip those palms, press that air right back down. Release. Okay, from here, we're just gonna start warming up with a little standing work. So, heels are still together, just a fist distance between your toes. I want you to separate your toes and place them into the ground. Palms face up, shoulders relaxed, your elbows are bent. We're just gonna serve that platter. As your arms reach out, you wanna keep your chest open wide, and then drag your elbows right back in by your sides. Nothing really happening with the legs yet. They are active though. You're squeezing your heels together. You're feeling your inner thighs hugging in like there's a magnet between them. You're feeling your booty cheeks wrapping together. Really feeling that work in your tush. Okay, we're gonna add the releve. So as your arms reach out, without separating your heels, go ahead and lift your heels up, balance on those tippy toes, and then as your elbows bend, you're just lowering your heels, with control, no crushing. Exhale, reach those arms out, pick those heels up, keep them squeezed together, and then on the way down, again, like you're pushing your heels down through molasses, control that descent. So I want you guys to make sure that you're not just using your calves here, right? You want to feel like you're wrapping those booty cheeks, you're reeling your heels all the way up into your tush, really squeezing those heels together. Feel like you've got a little space between your knees. You're squeezing your inner thighs. You're squeezing your booty more. You're not feeling it just in those calves or in those ankles. Let's go 5 more. Exhale, reach those arms as your heels come up. Inhale, bend your elbows as you lower those heels down. Woo. Shoulders stay anchored down out of those ears. Now that you're feeling your booty, let's start to work a little bit deeper. Feel that your belly button is lifting straight up to the ceiling. You've got a string tied to the top of your head. It's picking you straight up. Okay, we're gonna do one more. We're holding it up at the top. So exhale, lift those heels, reach those arms out. Go ahead and hold. So again, squeeze your heels. Make sure all 10 toes are pressing evenly into the ground. Don't forget that big toe. Don't roll out into your baby toe. Relax your shoulders. From there, turn your palms to face inwards. Open up your arms, stay balanced, keep those heels high, and then hug your tree. So you gotta firm everything up here, right? Pinch those heels, squeeze your booty, squeeze your abs. Make sure that your body does not swing forward. Your heels do not crash down as your arms open. So move those arms slowly, intentionally. For 3 more, let's keep those shoulders unshrugged, keep the collarbones wide. 2 more. Whew. Okay, last one, we're gonna put it all together. So now, as your arms open, you're gonna lower your heels down slow. As your heels come back up, you're hugging that tree. Nice and slow. Again, feel your belly button drawing you straight up to the ceiling. Those ribs stay knit together as the arms open. You're not letting your ribs flare. Let's just go for 4. Exhale, lifting up. Again, make it come from your booty, not just those calves. For 3. Relaxing the shoulders down your back, collarbones are wide. 2 more. Exhale, lifting on up. Inhale, resist it down. Okay, last one. We're gonna hold those heels up one last time. Hold your arms out. Then, without changing anything else, just lift those arms up overhead. And then just lower those arms right back down in front of that chest, like a little ballerina. Lift those arms up. Keep those shoulders anchored down, like your shoulder blades are in your back pockets. Lower those arms with control. So again, I've got a little breath of air between my knees so that I can really work the squeeze of my booty. It's not just the calves doing the work. You're not dumping your weight into your ankles. Let's go for 3. Keep those ribs knit together as the arms come up. Do not pop those ribs open. 2 more. Get taller through the crown of your head like you're growing up into your palms. Okay, last one. Hold those arms up. Go ahead and interlace your fingers. Bring your hands behind your head. Push your head back into your hands. Lower your heels all the way back down. All right, you guys, we're gonna go into a little curtsy here. So you're gonna take that left foot center, right foot steps behind and over to the left. Bend both of your knees and then just come up and tap your right toes out to the right. Both knees bend as that right foot crosses behind. Come up, little tap. Elbows are wide. Chin off that chest. You don't have to go fast, but if you want to pick up the pace, go for it. Both knees bend as you curtsy, and then you come up, just tap your right toes. Inhale, bend. Exhale, up and tap. Let's go for 5. Keep that chest lifted. Make sure you're not caving the chest in. Last 3 here. Inhale, bend. Exhale, tap. For 2. Okay, we're just going to add another step. Last one. Come up, hold it. Pick up that right knee towards that right elbow. You can even give me a little side crunch. Straighten out your spine. Tap your toes. Go back into that curtsy. So 1 curtsy. Come up. Tap your toes. 1 little knee crunch. Side bend crunch. We're warming up those obliques. Tap. Cross it behind. Bend both knees. Come up. Tap. And then little crunch. A little quicker. Tap. Cross bend. Up. Tap. And crunch. Tap your toes. Cross it behind, bend the knees, up, tap, and crunch. Let's go for 5. Again, you can slow this down. No one's rushing you. You want to press into your left heel. Feel the work in that left booty cheek. Ooh, but starting to feel that right oblique heating up as you do that little crunch. We got 2 more. Elbows wide. Chest stays lifted. Okay, last one here. Down. Tap your toes. Add that crunch. Straighten out your spine. Keep your toes nice and light. Relax your shoulders. Lift that heart. Now just lift that right leg up and then tap. Little lift and then tap. Press down into that left heel, but feel like you're lifting up out of it. Feel that booty cheek firing up. 8 more like this. Try to keep your spine straight. Don't lean to the left. Whew. Last 4. You got it for 3. Last 2. Okay, we're gonna hold that leg lifted. Again, press down into that left heel, get tall. Draw me a little semicircle with your right foot. So you're gonna tap your toes in front of you. Big circle, tap your toes behind you. Try not to sway any other part of your body. Circle that leg out in front of you, and then circle it, reach through your toes behind you. So again, you're really grounded through that left heel. You're lifting up tall, so even though you're indenting the floor with your heel, you're lifting energetically up out of it. Ooh, squeeze that booty. Let's go for 4. If you're wearing your ballas on your ankles, you are a rock star. Hang on for 3. Keep lifting that chest, lift that heart. 2 more. Do not swing those hips. Try not to swing your spine. Okay, last one. Semicircle all the way back behind you. Hold it here. Reach your arms up. We're going to take it into a little lunge. So square off your feet. Square off your hips, everything pointing straight ahead. It's still left foot forward, right foot back. Bend that left knee and hinge forward so your weight is still in that left heel. We're gonna bend the elbows, tap the right toes in, reach the arms, tap the right toes back. Bend it in, and then reach it out. Feel like you're pulling everything in with your belly. But again, all your weight is in that left heel. You're really grounding down, pulling up into that belly and feeling the back of that leg heating up. Shoulders stay unshrugged. Again, the chest is open. You want to make sure your back is flat. You're not popping those ribs. You're not hunching forward. Let's go for 5 more. Bend it in, pull with the belly, reach it out. For 4. For 3. You're almost out of this in 2. Okay, last one. We're going to hold that right leg reaching back. Reach your hands down towards the ground. Hinge forward. Bend that left knee a little bit more. Lift that right leg up, but square off your hips. So turn that right hip to the ground. Tap the floor. Lift that leg up. Tap and lift. Now, if you're feeling good and you want to add some arms, you're going to open your arms as your leg comes up, and then reach your fingers to the floor as those toes tap down. So you're just doing a little reverse fly. Find your balance. We got 5 more. Still pressing into that left heel. 4. My leg is on fire. I don't know about you guys. 3. Exhale, lift. For 2. Last one. Hold the arms up. Hold that leg up. Again, square off your hips. 5. Just holding. 4. Belly in. 3, 2, and 1. Land your right toes. Upright your spine. And then step that right foot in. Woo! Shake it out. We got to even out those legs, you guys. Oh my gosh, that really burned. All right, so right foot centered. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Elbows wide. This time your left foot is going to step behind the right. Bend both knees. Find your curtsy. Come up and just tap your toes out to the left. Cross it behind. Both knees bend. And then you come up. Just tap. So you're pressing into that right heel this time. You're feeling the work in the back of the right leg. Chest stays lifted, even when your booty goes low. Inhale, bend. Exhale, up. No need to rush. Catch your breath a little bit. Up and tap. Okay, in 5, we're going to add on. Get ready. We're adding that little side crunch. You got 3 more like this. Belly button pulls up towards the crown of your head. You're using that powerhouse. Okay, last one, we're adding on. So you come up, tap your toes, then bend that left knee and crunch towards it. So it's a little side bend. Straighten your spine as you tap your toes. Back into that curtsy. Bend both knees. Come up, tap. Little side crunch. And then tap. Bend it behind. Come up, tap. Little side crunch. And then tap. So you're pressing into that right heel now, you guys. But again, you want to feel like you're lifting energetically up out of that heel. You fire up the back of that right leg. Woo! Use your breath here. We got 5. Up, tap. Little crunch. And tap. Last 4. Up, tap. Little crunch. And tap. You got 3 more. Take your time with it. Keep that chest open. Keep it lifted. Draw those ribs together. Do not arch that back. 2 more. Up, tap. Little crunch. And tap. Okay, last one. Cross it. Come up. Crunch it. And then take your toes light to the ground. Let's just lift that leg a little up. Woo! and up. Relax those shoulders out of those ears. I am already so sweaty, you guys. Press down into that right heel. Draw up out of it. Feel the work in the back of that right leg. And then again, try not to lean to the right. Try to go straight up to the ceiling through the crown of that head. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Hold it up. We're going to draw that semicircle out in front of you. Tap your toes without swinging your hips. Semicircle that leg back behind you. Tap your toes. Elbows a little wider. Tap. Circle it behind. And tap. Breathe. Keep picking up that chest. Keep widening those elbows. We got 5. Keep pressing through that right heel. Last 4, steady the pelvis. So again, you're using that powerhouse. You're using those obliques. Last 3 here. Whew. Oh my gosh, it is on fire, you guys. 2 more. Hang on. Okay, last one. Circle it behind you, hold it. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see me. Square everything off so you might need to adjust. All 10 toes point forward. Your 2 hips point forward. And then from there, you're gonna hinge forward. Bend your right knee, come into that little lunge. Square those hips again if you lost it. Reach those arms. You're tapping your left toes in as you bend your elbows. Reaching the arms and the leg. Ooh, back out. Oh my gosh. When my ankles get tired, it is so hard to balance. So all of that balance work on that right ankle here. Whew, that killed me. Keep it going, you guys. You're pulling the elbows and the knee in with your belly and then reaching back out. Square everything off. Tuck those ribs in. Make sure you're not arching your back. We got 5. Reach. 4. Digging into that right heel. For 3, relax those shoulders. Last 2. Okay, last one. Hold it out here. Ooh, I gotta shake my ankle out for a sec. Ooh, do it if you need to, you guys. Bend that right knee, hinge forward, lean into it, lift that left leg up, and then you're just tapping the toes, lifting the leg. This time, fingers reach to the ground. You're gonna bend your elbows up by your sides, like a little row, and then reach those arms as you tap your toes. Elbows bend up and back, reach as you tap your toes. We got 5, keep those hips squared. For 4, we're gonna hold it. In 3, dig into that right heel. In 2, keep a little baby bend in the knee. Last one, hold it up. Square off. Woo! Balance. And then go ahead and reach your toes all the way back. Upright your spine. Come back up. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm literally dripping sweat right now. So wipe off that sweat. How'd we do? Shake out those legs. We're gonna head over to that mat if you're not there already. Woo. Go ahead and stand at the back of your mat, you guys. Heels together, toes apart. Breathe in, reach those arms up. And then exhale, round your spine. Come all the way down into that forward fold. We're gonna walk out into a plank in 4 steps. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift your shoulders over your wrists. Keep squeezing those heels together. Squeeze that booty. Draw your belly button up into your spine. Relax your shoulders down your back. You're just holding. You're just breathing. Chin off that chest. You want to gaze at the top edge of your mat. Okay, from here, we're going to square off those legs. So find parallel. Maybe separate your feet a little bit wider. Then you're going to take that right leg, lift it, and reach it. Not just out to the right, but I want you to reach it towards that top right corner of your mat. And then take your toes, step them right back behind you. Let's switch. Left leg reaches out to the left and towards the top left corner of your mat. And then reach it right back behind you. So I'm kind of aiming to line up my leg straight out from my hip and then reaching it right back behind me. Do your best to keep your hips super stable here. Don't let them swing side to side. Reaching one leg at a time. And then lifting it and placing it back down behind you. Let's just do 1 more each side. So again, we're warming up those obliques. Warming up a little bit more on the side booty. Last one. Woo! Take it back. And then just hold your plank for 10 more seconds. Push the ground away. Stand tall and proud on those hands. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees. Go ahead and take a nice little child's pose, you guys. Stretch it out. Great job. Let's go ahead and just sit down. Let's hit those abs. Oh my gosh, it is a hot one today. I can already feel it. All right, so you're gonna have a seat. Legs are zipped together, your knees are bent, your feet are on the floor. Reach your arms out in front of you and sit super tall. So sit up on those sit bones. Draw your shoulders out of your ears. Lift again, the crown of your head to the ceiling. Take an inhale, and then exhale, tuck your tail. Squeeze those inner thighs. Get your lower back to melt into the mat first, and then roll through your spine. One vertebra at a time. Come all the way down. Reach those arms all the way back, but do the work to keep your rib cage closed. Do not just let your ribs pop open. And then reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your chin a little bit. Keep that chest open and peel yourself back up. One vertebra at a time. Restack your spine, crown of the head to the ceiling, lifting up through those lower abs. Do it again. Tuck the tailbone. Feel like this is a massage for your spine here. So get that lower back to melt down first, and then count every notch of your spine as you melt through. Really take your time here. Head comes all the way down. You keep your ribs pulled together as your arms reach back. So no popping, no flaring. Don't just let it go. Inhale, reach your arms back to the ceiling. And then exhale, press your lower back into the ground. It's almost giving you leverage. It's pushing you up. Keep that chest open. Do not hunch your shoulders. Restack your spine. Sit back up nice and tall. So feel right away you're pulling your belly away from your thighs. You're getting those lower abs to pull in and up. Let's do it one more time. Tuck your tail. Shoulders relax. Chest is open. You're squeezing that booty. You're squeezing those inner thighs. Pressing your heels into the ground. Woo! Bone by bone, you come all the way down. You reach those arms all the way back. Get a little stretch in the shoulders, but don't let the ribs pop. And then reach your arms back up to the ceiling. Let's go ahead and pause right here. So from here, I want you to bring your feet a little bit closer to you. Come up onto your tippy toes. And then we're just going to go into a nice little crunch here. Palms face forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift your chest. Keep those toes on the ground for now. Unshrug your shoulders and make your collarbones smile. Then let your belly button melt deeper into your spine. So feel again, your lower back is pressing into the mat so you can lift your sternum up and over your ribs. With control, no crashing. You're just going to lower that shape. Right back down. Do that again. Imagine you're pressing your arms again through that molasses. As they come down, they're active. Fire up the sides of your back, the sides of your body. Open up your chest, and then lower it down with control. Okay, if you want to stay right there, if that's enough for you, stay there. If you want to add on, as you crunch up, you're going to use your lower abs to lift those legs into tabletop. So feel your legs pulling or being plugged into that belly. And then on the way down, I want you to lightly tap your toes back down to the mat. So you're just kind of putting it all together here. You're curling up into a little tiny ball. Imagine your belly button getting drilled into the mat. Open up that chest. On the way down, do not let those legs get heavy. Keep them plugged into that belly. Lower down, just tap your toes. Now, if this is too much for your neck, feel free to take your hands, interlace your fingers behind your head. Do the exact same motion with that little bit of neck support. So tapping your toes down, unraveling your spine, but keeping your lower back on the mat. Don't just let it go. And then exhale, feel again, everything is getting pulled into that navel. Everything's getting drilled down into that belly button. Lowering down, inhale, exhale, curling back up into that little tiny ball. Let's just go for 3. Inhale, don't just let it go at the bottom, you guys. It's not a rest. Exhale, crunching back up. That lower back stays on the mat. That's where your lower abs are going to get that challenge. 2 more, curling up. Notice how slow I'm going. Take your time. Make it really intentional. Okay, last one. We're going to hold it up at the top. Stay lifted. Reach those arms again right by your sides. Unshrug your shoulders. Open up that chest. Let's straighten those legs towards the ceiling. Imagine a string. Lifting those big toes up to the ceiling. Reach. And then keep your belly pulled down into your spine. Just hinging at your knees. Bending back to tabletop. So your knees and your thighs are staying stacked over your hips. All you're doing is reaching up through your toes. Feel your belly button sink deeper in opposition. And then just bending those knees right back to that tabletop. So belly sinks deeper to straighten those legs. And then the knees bend, they stay stacked on top of those hips. Let's go for 4, sink it even deeper, scoop those abs out, open up that chest, don't forget, unshrug the shoulders. 3, reach and scoop your belly button in a little bit more. Bend those knees. Last 2, you got you guys, reach, unshrug the shoulders, keep that neck relaxed. Okay, last one, we're gonna straighten those legs, keep them nice and straight. Lower your head all the way down to the mat. Let your arms come down into your mat as well. So try to get the entire back side of your shoulders to press down into your mat. Again, your lower back is attached to your mat. It's not gonna lift. With control, you're gonna reach those straight legs away from you. They're gonna lower a bit, but think about reaching them away. Reach and lengthen the front of that abdominal wall. And then as you exhale, again, feel your belly button drilling even deeper into your spine to lift those legs back up. So those straight legs reach away from you. They're gonna lower a couple inches. They don't have to go super low because remember, your lower back has to stay on your mat. And then exhale, sinking that navel even more to bring those legs back up to the ceiling. Let's go for 3. Keep that belly button pulled down into your spine. Don't let it puff up. Sink it even deeper to lift those legs. For 2, try to relax the front of your thighs. Relax your quads. Take it out of your hips. Focus on those lower abs, lifting those legs. Last one here. Reach those legs. Lengthen that abdominal wall. Exhale, sink that navel deeper, bring your legs back up, and then from there, you're gonna reach your arms to the ceiling, take a big inhale, unshrug those shoulders. Exhale, lift your chest and imagine you're gonna touch your toes. Then from there, just hold, unshrug your shoulders again, do a little chest, tailbone heavy, belly button drilling into the mat. From that belly button, give me that little ab crunch, little pulse, up an inch and down an inch. Make sure your feet are not rocking closer to your face. You are just sinking that belly button to lift your chest. Do not just bob your head. Let's go for 8, 7, keep that chest open, 6, collarbones wide, 5, you have 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Go ahead, bend those knees, hug them into that chest. Ooh, shake that out just for a second. Good job, you guys. If you've got a booty band, go ahead and grab it for this next portion. We're actually gonna put that band around the wrists. Go ahead and bend your knees again so that your feet are on the floor. Your heels are right underneath your knees, so just a comfortable position here, and then your feet are hips distance apart. From there, we're gonna start working those obliques a little bit more. So, as you exhale, you're gonna crunch up and reach that band over to the outside of that left knee, and then lower down, but reach those arms right back up over that chest. Let's switch. Crunch up, reach that band to the outside of the right knee, and then lower down, lift that band right back up in front of your chest. Let's do it again. Up and over to the left. Make sure that your knees are staying pointing straight up. They're not swinging to the left with you. Lower down through center, and then exhale, up and over to the right. Keep those knees nice and straight, and then lower down through center. So your hips are not moving, you guys. You are just getting a little twist of that rib cage around that spine as you reach to the outside of one knee and then the other. Still think about your belly button melting into your spine. Little crunch, keep that chest open. Do not hunch your shoulders. Alternating sides here. Up and over to one side, and then up and over to the other. Imagine you got a tray of whatever you want to drink today, champagne maybe, mimosas, right on top of those knees. Make sure that tray does not spill, so keep those knees really steady. Okay, last one, we're gonna hold it this time. Up and over, your arms are reaching outside that left knee. If you're on the right side, that's okay, we're gonna do both. From there, bring that left knee up towards your chest. Make sure it comes straight in over the left hip, not out to the left or over to the right. And then just come back down. As you tap your toes down, you're going to the same side. Exhale, lift that left knee as you crunch those arms outside of that left thigh. Take a peek at your knee. Make sure it's lined up over your hip. It didn't do anything wonky. And then lower back down as you tap those left toes. Same side, up and over to the left. That knee is coming up with you. And right back down. Again, up and over to the left. and right back down. Let's go 5 more. Exhale, crunch. Feel that left oblique waking up for 4. Okay, guys, get ready. We're gonna hold it in 3. Make sure, again, your left knee is not starting to track outside of that left hip or in towards that right side. Last one, stay lifted. Hold it right here. Just your arms. Reach up overhead and then right back to the outside of that left thigh. Reach them up and then down. Reach them up and then down. Keep that left knee over that hip for 5. Shoulders out of ears. Open that chest. Try to press into that band for 3. Last 2. Good job. Last one. Hold it right here. Now just that left leg is going to extend to that diagonal. Unshrug your shoulders. Drag that knee right back in over that hip. Reach it out to that diagonal. Drag that knee in over that hip. 4 more. Pull it back in for 3. Collarbones wide. Press out into that band for 2. Sink that navel deeper. Last one. Bend it in. Set your foot down. Lower your chest. The arms reach up to the ceiling. We're just going to even you out. So this time you're going to crunch up and over to the right. Reach that band outside that right thigh. Bring that right knee into tabletop. Make sure your knee is over your hip. It's not opening to the right or across to that left side. And then you're going to lower down. As you bring your foot down, your arms go back up to the ceiling. Same side, crunch up and over to the right. That right knee comes up on top of that right hip. You lower down, you set your toes down nice and quietly. Exhale, come up to the right. Inhale, release with control. No rush, you guys. Take out the momentum. Take it out of the neck. Concentrate on that right oblique this time. Let's open up that chest. Press out into that band. Collarbones are wide for 4. Get ready to hold it up in 3. Crunches here. Woo, sink that navel deeper for 2. Make sure your lower back stays on the mat. Last one, we're holding it up. So staying twisted now. Keep that right knee over that hip. Open up the chest. Just your arms. Reach up and then down. Just the arms up and then out to the outside of that right thigh. Last 4. We got that leg extension in 3. Press your left heel into the ground. Squeeze your booty a little bit. Last one. Keep your arms down. Now just that leg is going to reach out to the diagonal. Bend back in just over that right hip. Reach it out and bend it in. We got 4 more. Unshrug your shoulders, you guys. Open up that chest for 3. Woo! Keep those hips nice and level. 2 more. And last one here. Bend that knee. Set the foot down. Rest your head down. Woo! Shake it out. Good job, you guys. From there, you're going to go ahead and place that band around your thighs. So step into it. Put the band just above your knees onto your thighs. Place your feet back on the floor and separate those feet a little bit wider than your hips. Make sure your toes and knees are pointing straight ahead. You're pressing out into that band. Press your arms into the mat. Open your chest. We're going into that shoulder bridge. Tuck your tailbone. Roll your spine up. 1 vertebra at a time. You want to come up just to your shoulder blades. Close those ribs, but open your collarbones. Chin off your chest. Press out into that band. Make sure your knees are not sickling inwards. And then 1 vertebra at a time, you're going to roll your spine back down. Woo, massaging your back into the mat. Untuck your hips at the bottom, release to neutral. You're still pressing out into the band. Tuck your tailbone. Try not to let it pull your knees together. Roll yourself up, bone by bone, just to those shoulder blades. Keep your ribs connected, abs pulled in. Think of lengthening the front side of those thighs. Reach out through your kneecaps and then roll through your spine. Again, get that massage. Get that spinal articulation, getting any sticky spots to release out of your back. Okay, one more time, you guys. Tuck your tailbone, roll up into your bridge, and then this time we're going to hold it right here. Chin off the chest. Press your arms into the mat. Again, try to get the entire back side of your shoulders to press down. Hinging at your hip joints, you're going to tap your booty to the mat and then lift your booty back up. Little tap, exhale, lift. Little tap, exhale, lift. Remember, you're pressing out into that band. Do not let it close. Do not let your kneecaps sickle inwards. 8 more like this. Squeeze your booty at the top. 7, squeeze. 6, close those ribs. 5, open the chest. 4, press into your arms, 3, last 2, we're gonna hold this last one up. Keep your hips lifted, now just press out into that band. Little out, little out. It doesn't have to be super wide, and then make sure your knees do not come all the way together. It's not a release. You go wider, keep it pretty wide. Even wider, keep it wide. Last 8, squeezing the sides of your booty. 7, close your ribs. 6, do not start to arch that back. 5, tummy strong. 4, we're gonna put that together, you guys, in 3, in 2. Okay, hold your knees out wide, hinge at your hips, tap your booty down, lift up, and then press out into that band. One of each. Tap your butt, lift your hips, press out into that band. It's starting to burn. Tap, lift up, press out, but keep it wide. Down, lift up, go wider, keep it wide. Go down and up, press wider, keep it wide. Last 5, lift up, press out, resist. For 4, keep your hips level. Woo, it's starting to burn. 3, lift, press out, keep it wide. 2 more, lift, press out. 1 more time, tap it down, lift up, press out, hold it here. If you need to adjust your feet, walk them a little closer to your booty, not closer to each other, then hold. Hips are staying up. You're gonna lift up onto your tippy toes. Do not let your hips drop as your heels come back down. So all 10 toes pressing into the mat. Pick up those heels, come onto your tippy toes. Now work your booty as your heels come down. Do not let your booty drop at all, not even a centimeter. Lift those heels and lower those heels. Keep those hips up. Lift those heels, all 10 toes pressing evenly. Lower those heels. It's like a hamstring curl. You should feel your butt a lot. For 3, keep pressing into your arms, you guys. I promise they'll give you a little more power. For 2, okay, we're gonna hold those heels up nice and high. This is it, final little portion here. Keep your heels lifted. You tap, lift up, press out, and in. Again, you tap, lift up, press out, and in. So back to that little combo. This time with high heels, you're gonna feel it just a little bit more intensely in that booty. Keep those ribs in, keep that belly button in. 5 more. Woo, tap it down, lift it up, press it out, resist it in. Tap, lift, out, and in. Do not let that band release, you guys. Don't let your knees come all the way in. 2 more times. Down, lift up, press it out, and in. Last one. Down, lift up, press it out, and in. Lower your heels. Take a big inhale. Exhale, roll your spine 1 vertebra at a time into that mat. Holy cow. Go ahead, hug those knees to your chest. Just rock from side to side. Really nice, you guys. Okay, we're gonna ditch that band. Oh, set it off to the side. We'll come back to it later. Go ahead from here, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open wide like a butterfly and let your feet go all the way onto the mat in front of you. They don't have to be super close to your pelvis. Scooch them a little bit away, okay? Oh, that feels nice. It's a little stretch for those hips. Release that booty. Okay, from here, you guys, if your knees need to lift up a little bit, that's okay, but you're trying to work them down, closer to the ground. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift your chest. Try not to let those legs pop up like mine just did. Reach up tall, and then on the way down, try not to crash. Roll through your spine. Reach those arms back, kind of like how we started our ab work. Come up. Reach up, lift your heart, keep your shoulders unshrugged, and then roll back down. Exhale, lifting up nice and tall. Reach that heart, reach those fingers, and then roll through your spine right back down. Okay, 2 more times. Exhale, come all the way up. I know this is challenging. It's a stretch for your hips. It's work for your abs. Last one, do your best. You guys are doing awesome. Sit up tall. And then lower all the way back down. Okay, this time, you're just gonna lift your chest to that C-curl. Bring your fingers together like a little fish. Unshrug your shoulders, open your chest, and then from there again, try to press your knees wider, closer to the ground, pulse your abs. Exhale, scoop your belly button deeper into your spine to lift your chest. Up an inch, down an inch. Do not just bob your head. Sink that belly. Hollow it out. For 5, take it out of your neck. 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Now you're gonna take your right hand behind your head. You're gonna take your left arm up to the ceiling. Your right leg is gonna come up in that exact same shape. You're gonna reach your left hand to the outside of that right knee. So exhale, right leg comes up in that same shape. You're just doing a little twist, reaching that left hand to the outside of that right knee, and then bringing everything back down with control. Exhale, same side, reach to the outside of that right knee, that leg comes up in that little turned out shape, and then lower back down. Exhale, crunch, inhale, lower. Your right hand is just giving your neck a little bit of support. Don't pull that chin to that chest, and then keep your hips nice and quiet. Make sure they're not rocking here. We got 5, last 4, you got it for 3, last 2. Okay, we're gonna hold this last one up. Stay in that little crunch. Now from here, just the leg is gonna tap the ground. Use your lower abs to pick that leg right back up. You're still in that little twist. Your left hip is staying heavy. Make sure you're not rocking your body over to the left. 5 more like this. Unshrug those shoulders. Open that chest. Just for 3, sink that navel. Last 2, scoop it out. Last 1, lift that leg. Take your left leg, straighten it out, square it off so you're parallel. Then from there, you're just gonna go into your bicycle. Both hands behind your head, square off your entire body, twist towards that left or that right knee, and then switch, and switch, and switch. Good job, you guys. Make that little X across that belly. Feel that your legs are pushing and pulling. Elbows wide, both shoulder blades off that mat for 5. 4. You got it for 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hug those knees for a second. Feet together. Drop that butterfly shape back down to the mat. Let's switch sides. So left hand goes behind your head. Right arm reaches to the ceiling. This time you're lifting your left leg. You twist and reach that right hand to the outside of that left knee. Drop everything back down with control. Exhale, up and over to the outside of that left knee, and then lower back down. Make sure that your right butt cheek is not lifting off the ground, you guys. Make sure that hip is staying nice and heavy. You're not rocking your pelvis. Again, you're just twisting that upper torso. You're getting those obliques. We go for 4, exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. For 3, collarbones nice and wide. Unshrug those shoulders for 2. Hold this last one up, just the leg comes down, lifts up. Again, drop that right hip a little heavier into the mat. Use your lower abs to lift that leg. We're almost done with this little position. I know it's a little funky, but changing the shape of your body always gets different muscles. Last one. Hold it here, square off that left knee, reach that right leg out, make sure everything's parallel, hands behind your head. One more time, bicycle or crisscross, little twist, crunch, twist, crunch, elbows wide, pushing and pulling those legs, sinking that navel into the mat, steady the pelvis, just twisting that upper torso for 4, you got it for 3, elbows wider for 2, last one. Bring it in. Ooh, relax it down. Okay, we got one last little challenge for those lower abs here, you guys. Find that same butterfly shape. One more time. Okay, here's what you're gonna do. The butterfly shape is gonna lift up. You're gonna straighten your legs to the ceiling. Give me that little reverse crunch. And then fold those feet together. Open those knees wide as you drop your feet back down to the ground. So the whole shape lifts up. Then you push your heels to the ceiling, you lift your booty up, fold those feet together, bend those knees wide, and drop your feet back to the mat. So that butterfly, that diamond shape comes up. You start to push your heels up, zip your inner thighs, lift from your lower abs, and then fold your feet back together. Open those knees wide, drop that butterfly back to the mat. Lift, squeeze together, lift your booty, fold it out wide. Exhale, lift, straighten, lift your butt, and open it wide. Press your arms into the mat. Use your lower abs here to lift everything up and then lower back down. Let's go for 5. Try not to swing your feet too much towards your head. Try to go straight up to the ceiling. For 4, and then as your legs change shape, I want you to imagine, again, you're moving your legs in molasses. Exaggerate. Squeeze your legs together. Reach them up, and then peel them apart and lower them down. 3 more. Lift. Scoop those low abs. Bend and tap. Last 2. Lift. Bend and tap. Last 1. Lift. Scoop. Bend. And lower it down. Great job, you guys. Fold your knees together. Hug them into your chest. Let's roll like a ball. Woo. Rocking up and down on your spine. Try not to kick your feet away from your booty too much. Taking out as much momentum as possible. Using the belly for 3. Find your balance at the top. Try not to drop your feet for 2. Okay, we're going to hold this last one. Come up, balance, hold. Straighten the right leg. Straighten the left leg. Relax your shoulders, open your chest. Zip your legs together, scoop your belly deeper, and then open them wide. Scoop deeper to zip, and then open them wide. 2 more. Scoop, zip. Last one. Zip them together, hold it there. Find your teaser, release your arms. Breathe, shoulders unshrug. Without changing anything else, lift your arms and lower your arms. Get that belly to pull away from those thighs. Again, think of your lower abs. Think of lifting up that low belly towards your chest. For 3, squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze that booty. For 2, relax your shoulders. Last one, all you're gonna do is hug your knees in. Bend into that little crisscross applesauce, Indian style, whatever you wanna call it. Stretch out those hips, lean forward. Ooh, that felt good. Okay, we're just gonna lie down on the left side. How are you guys doing? We're doing awesome. Feeling good. We're almost done. Okay, so we're going to hit those inner thighs. We're going to hit a little bit more obliques, a little bit of back extension, then you guys are out of here. So from here, bend your right knee, put your foot on the ground, come up onto that left forearm, relax your shoulders. Just pick that left leg up and lower it to the ground. Lift it up and lower it down. So you're using your oblique to stay lifted here. Roll out of that left shoulder, open up that chest, and keep your pelvis really quiet as that left leg comes up. No kicking. Imagine you've got a paint can around that left ankle. You got to lift that entire leg from that inner thigh. For 5. For 4, open the chest, relax the shoulders. 3, lift, reach through that heel. For 2, okay, hold that leg lifted, just draw me a little circle, up and around. Steady the pelvis, open the chest. Don't forget you're picking up that left side away from the mat. Do not let it collapse. Working those obliques to steady the hips. Reverse your circles, try to make it smooth. Lift up and around. Up and around. Feel like the top of that inner thigh is magnetized to the ceiling. For 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg lifted on 1. Point your toes. Give me a little pulse. Up an inch. Up an inch. Up an inch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. We're going to lay all the way down onto that bicep. Straighten out both of your legs. Lift them a little higher. You can use your top hand as a kickstand. Let's do those big scissors. So bottom leg reaches forward, top leg reaches back, and then you switch. And you switch. Imagine your hips are skewered into the mat, you guys. Your pelvis should not be moving. Relax your shoulders again. Open up that chest. Reach through those toes. Keep those legs lifted for 5. Woo, feeling the inner thighs. 4. We're going to stop with that bottom leg forward in 2 more. Okay, last one. Reach that left leg forward. Hold. Relax your shoulders. Just that left leg is going to tap the ground and lift. And lift. And lift. Make sure your hips are stacked. That top hip is not rocking back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Zip those legs together. Oh my gosh. Release that inner thigh. Roll over onto your belly. Real quick, we're going to do that back extension here. So you're going to make a little goalpost with your arms. You're going to rest your forehead to the mat. Relax your shoulders. Zip your legs together as much as you can. Keep your toenails on the ground. Lift your chest. Your goalpost comes up. Your chest comes up. Your shoulders relax. Your belly button pulls away from the ground. And then lower everything right back down. Inhale, lift everything up from those back muscles. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Reach that heart forward. Lower everything back down. Lifting as you inhale, reach that heart, squeeze those shoulder blades, relax your neck. Lower back down. Last one. Hold it up here. Reach those arms out. Keep that chest up. And then bend to that goalpost. Reach it up. And bend. Reach it up. And bend. Let's go for 3. Keep that heart lifted. Keep your neck long. 2. Suck your belly button away from the mat. Last one. Find your goalpost. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift up a little bit more. Lower that whole thing back down. Now, stack your hands one on top of the other. Rest your forehead on those hands. Separate your legs this time. Okay, you're gonna lift your legs up. Keep your head down. Keep your neck relaxed. Keep your shoulders unshrugged. Lower back down. Think again, belly button away from the mat. Lift those legs up. That belly button stays pulled up. Lower those legs down. Think of reaching out through your toes. As you lift those legs, they get longer. Lower it down. We're getting a lot of hip extension here. We're getting some booty work. You're working those back muscles. Let's go through that posterior chain. Keep your shoulders out of your ears for 2. Okay, last one. Lift your legs, hold them up. Bring your arms back to that goalpost. From those upper back muscles, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back, squeeze those shoulder blades, flatten out the back of your neck. And then from there, zip your legs as you extend your arms. Separate your legs as you goalpost. Zip and extend. Separate and goalpost. Go for 4. Try to get that belly button off the ground. For 3. This is it, you guys. Gaze at the top edge of your mat. Flatten that neck. For 2. Last one here. Woo. Lower it down. Press back. Take a quick little child's pose. Then let's just even out your inner thighs and your obliques. And you guys are pretty much done. So lie on your right side. Okay, actually, we're on the forearm first, remember? So come onto that right forearm. Bend that left knee. Put your foot on the ground in front of your right thigh. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your pelvis nice and quiet. Lift that right leg up. And then lower that leg towards the ground. Lift and lower. So remember, you don't want to sink down into that right shoulder. You want to press into that elbow to lift up out of that shoulder, like we did with that standing leg work. Press down to lift up. Pull that right side waist away from the mat, using the obliques, and then open up that chest. Ooh, it feels good after all that back work. That chest is a little bit more open now. Those back muscles are nice and strong. You're lifting your leg as if you have a paint can around your ankle, squeezing the top of that inner thigh to the ceiling. We're holding this next one up. Stabilize your hips and just drawing little circles with that leg. Up and around. Up and around. Relax your shoulders. Lengthen that neck. Up and around for 4, 3, 2. Let's reverse. Other way. Go up and around. Try to smooth it out. Really make those circles intentional. Don't make them jagged. From that inner thigh, you circle for 3, 2. Hold that leg up on 1. Point your toes. Now just pulse that leg up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Keep opening up that chest. Lifting for 5. Ooh, it's burning. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, lie all the way down onto that right bicep. Straighten out both of your legs. Use your left hand as a kickstand. Right leg forward, left leg back. I gotta scoot forward because I'm hitting the window. And then switch. And switch. Even here, you got a little wisp of air underneath that right side waist. Don't just let everything collapse. Big scissors with that, those legs, both of them moving for 3, 2. Okay, we're gonna stop with the right leg forward, left leg back. Look at your hips real quick. Make sure they're still stacked. Now that right leg is gonna tap the ground, lift. Tap and lift. Do not move those hips. Do not let that left hip roll back towards the ceiling. Last 5, 4. From that inner thigh, lift for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it on in. Holy cow. Come on up, you guys. Great job. Let's go into one final plank. Hands on the mat. Tuck those toes. Chin off that chest. Let's go heels together, toes apart. And then shift that full shape forward, hinging from your ankles. And shift that full shape back. Make sure your hips and shoulders are in line. Whew. You're not letting that booty hike up. Imagine your head reaching over the front edge of that mat. For 3, feeling that stretch in those legs, that belly button pulls up for 2. Last one, hold it here, find center. Hike up your hips without rocking your hips. You're gonna walk your hands back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hang heavy, forward fold. Shake out that neck. And then big inhale, big exhale. Roll your spine up. Let your arms be heavy. Come up one vertebra at a time. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. You guys are done. You killed it. Awesome job.